Hello coloring friends, it's Sunday today and so it's time to see the results of last week's challenge Find and Color. And last week's theme was to color grapes. I can't say that it's very much exciting prompt for me. I don't like color fruits or food. It seems a little bit boring for me. Though of course I think one should start from basic objects to learn how to color, maybe an apple, but I can't really force myself coloring those. I like something more exciting, but I surprised myself and I choose illustrations that I don't think I would ever have colored if not for this challenge. I had a few more beautiful illustrations to choose from, portraits, girls with some grapes on the background, but at the end I decided to color an illustration from Coloring Heaven collection Cats, and this was this illustration. As you can see, there is a lot of fruits on this page. Not something that I feel excited to color, but I was in that mood. Sometimes we do surprise ourselves, right? Good thing is that it's not like realistic picture. It's a cartoonish style illustration, so no need really to color too realistically. And so that's how I color it. I used colored pencils, gouache for this yellow part of the background, and Derwent Ink 10s for the darker part of the background, and a little bit of white gel pen for the cats, and that's it, I think. Nothing difficult about this illustration. It was really fun, and as you can see there are quite thick black lines on the grapes, but I didn't want to cover it because this is cartoonish style picture, so I thought it's fine to leave it like this, and it's simple but I like it, and I'm really happy that thanks to this challenge I colored this illustration. And so now let's have a look at other colorists who decided to join Grapes challenge last week. Some send me illustrations with big grapes like on this picture, but on some illustrations the grapes are really small, and it's going to be a challenge, additional challenge for you to be able to find those grapes on every picture during that short time that you can see picture on the screen. So let's go now. these were everyone's works for grapes prompt of last week. I'm curious whether you were able to find the grapes on every illustration. I have to say that on couple of pictures it took me quite some time to see those grapes. Anyway, thank you to all who submitted your works. There were some new people joining the challenge. That makes me really happy. And okay, now it's time to choose a new prompt for the upcoming week. Let me take my magical box with different prompts and let's start. So we've got kids for coloring during the next week. I can't say that it's an easy prompt. Maybe some people would find it difficult to color kids, but of course it's not necessarily be realistic kids, you know. There are a lot of pictures with like cartoony style kids, and that would be much easier to color. Maybe some people would find it not inspiring, but friends, this is challenge. So we have to color what we've got. And so now I'm off for searching some interesting coloring illustrations for the prompt kids. So I'm back. I have to say I always enjoy this part of this challenge, browsing through my coloring books and choosing suitable illustrations from the prompt. At this time I was surprised because I didn't expect to find so many interesting illustrations with kids. I don't know, I thought that coloring kids wouldn't be that exciting, but the pictures I found are really inspiring, really exciting, for me at least. The first illustrated that I remembered, it's Lika Landell. You can find her illustrations in her Etsy shop, and she has a set called Mother Daughters, something like that, and all illustrations in that set are about little girls. I will show you just a couple. Look at these girls, so cute, so pretty and so funny, like using mother's mascara or refusing to eat porridge. Very cute. Then the second book that I remembered was Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. Of course, that's the story about little girl Ivy, and there's a few pages with Ivy, but I've chosen this one. Rather easy illustration, a small portrait, little bit of pattern, and that's it. Christine Caron, I know she has quite some illustrations with kids, and I found one in this coloring book, Fairies 3, a girl and grandmother, very beautiful. Then there's quite a lot of illustrations in Winged Beauty coloring book. I really like this one. but there is a few more by same artist, like this one or this one, and there is another by Ruth Sanderson, this one a kid fairy riding a duckling. Coloring Heaven, Fairies and Friends. This issue is still untouched. I don't know what is it with this magazine. I can't start it. And I found really lovely illustration, quite simple. There's a lot of space here, but other than that, it's quite simple illustration. Chinese coloring book. I found this girl here. There is a girl in Googly coloring book too, but I have that illustration colored. And in Chinese coloring books, kids are drawn in quite specific way, like with big eyes. Costume Coloring Heaven collection. Again, this book is not started yet. I have this lovely illustration, mother decorating her daughter for some celebration maybe. There is this picture. This one very interesting and I really like it, but could cause some difficulties with background because I can't really figure out what is there, and quite a lot of people, a lot of kids. Another untouched book, The Invisible City by Mardel Rubio. He has a few kids illustrations in this book, but I think I like this one better. Quite cute girl with bees around, and a couple of printed illustrations. This one is by Fabrica Fantasy. Actually, they have quite a lot of illustrations with kids, but I chose this one. The kid is rather small here. And Mariola Budek, she also has a set with kids, like fairies, mermaids. I really like this one, very pretty and cute. So I was surprised that kids prompt turned out rather interesting and promising and exciting for me. So I'm looking forward for the upcoming week for coloring. One or maybe couple of chosen illustrations. I hope you will find something interesting too. And that was all for today. See you later. Bye.